Today I will be showcasing my endgame build for Lancelot, an extremely fast attacker that is capable of dishing out tons of damage, all the while being able to dodge incoming attacks and dealing damage at the same time. He's an extremely fun and reliable character that is going to serve well even the beginner players, and even if you put Lancelot as an AI companion, he'll be able to provide tons of value by constantly getting out of harm's way and freezing the boss right before he does one of his biggest attacks, giving you more room for damage. But let's put a pin on that. In this video I will be going through all the skills, sigils, weapons and overall optimizations so that you can get the most out of Lancelot and his build. With that being said, hello everyone, my name is Dark Hero. If you are enjoying my endgame builds videos for Granblue Fantasy Relink and would like to see me cover other characters, please subscribe to the channel and let me know which ones you'd like to see cover next. As I said before, Lancelot is an extremely agile character that, thanks to his twin blade dance, he is able to dodge incoming attacks, and this does actually have iframes, so you'll be able to gap close or get away from danger while dealing damage. However, his main gimmick is all about getting up close and then spamming his attack, dealing tons of damage this way, like so. Additionally, you can even buff yourself by adding supplementary damage to your hits, so that whenever you're doing this blade dance, you're doing even more attacks and even more damage. I mean, just look at these numbers. Another really good thing about Lancelot is that most of his damaging attacks, you can combo them right into the square combo, like so. And in the case of Turbulence, you have this aerial dodge that lets you quickly get out of way of an attack and get right back into this powerful combo. And lastly, Cold Swinger is this attack where you freeze the enemy, giving room to your party to deal damage while you are freezing them. On top of that, Lancelot also counts with a ranged projectile, so you'll be able to still engage in long-range combat with this. And Southern Cross is yet another offensive skill, where you do this fast multi-hit combo that again leads into the big square combo. You've also got the ability to redistribute your Skybound Art gauge to your allies, and because Lancelot attacks so fast, you're going to be able to generate SBA gauge very quickly, so it can be beneficial for you to run this. And Mirror Image allows Lancelot to take a set number of hits without taking damage. But again, given that a very big part of his kit is being able to dodge incoming attacks with his triangle attack, personally I don't see much reason as to why you should use Mirror Image on Lancelot, especially if you use Turbulence as well. Now in terms of gear, I actually do have quite a few things to go over. So given that Lancelot can attack so fast, a sigil like Combo Booster is going to be ideal for him, given that it will boost the damage of each successive hit, so long as you keep on hitting the enemy, and at max level you're able to gain a 100% damage increase to your damage output, so you'll be doubling your damage as long as you are able to maintain the aggression. Additionally, because you hit so many times, having a high crit rate means that you're going to be dishing out a ton of crits, and so you can also pair it up with critical damage, which at max level will increase your damage output by 50% each time you crit. And it's going to be a ton of times given just how many times you attack. Another very useful skill to have on Lancelot is Dodge Payback, given that you can dodge attacks with your blade dance, and so dodgeback will simply extend your invincibility period after you dodge the attack, while also boosting your damage by up to 30% at max level. So if you are able to dodge an attack, you can simply stay in front of the boss and melt his HP regardless of what he is doing because you'll be invisible. But of course we also need to talk about Lancelot's signature sigils, with White Dragon's Oath boosting the damage and distance covered by the Twin Blade Dance, which is your triangle move that again also has iframes, so basically you'll be able to use this even better as a gap closer, and at the same time you'll be increasing its damage. And secondly, we have the White Dragon's Glory, which acts in the same way as Combo Booster by gradually increasing your damage with each successive hit, with the effect resetting if you don't hit anything within 2.5 seconds, but given Lancelot's mobility that shouldn't be much of an issue. And the great thing about this sigil is that you only take up a single slot, and you'll be able to increase your damage output by 50% just like that. And so if we come over here to the gear that I'm using on my Lancelot, you'll be able to see that I have quite a few combo boosters. Ideally, I would like to have it higher than level 18, but with this boosting my damage by 76% in combination with the White Dragon's Oath, I'm essentially boosting my damage within a combo by 126%, which is a ton. I've also added improved dodge, which at max level will give you more iframes on your dodge. Now I'm not quite sure if this effect extends to Lancelot's blade dance. From my personal experience, I am inclined to say that it does, because I've had times where I dodged attacks where it felt like I shouldn't have been able to dodge, and if that's the case, then this is a must-have for Lancelot, especially if again you combo it with dodge payback. I also have level 29 damage cap, level 16 crit damage, and level 31 crit rate. Of course, damage cap is incredibly important, especially in the endgame, to be able to raise your damage output, and I'm using the Vagalta weapon because it grants me more crit rate and crit damage, so with this I end up with 85% crit rate. Personally, I would like to swap out this weapon for the Executioner right here, which would give me weak point damage as well as Break Assassin, and simply has much higher attack power. The problem with that, however, is that I would be decreasing my crit rate to 65%, and so for the time being, I personally prefer to go with the Vagalta. And currently I haven't even completed my masteries. I'm at 92% on offense and 81% on defense, and this is how my weapons currently look like. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into a quest where I'll be able to showcase how Lancelot works properly. And so we're going to be doing Infernadile in Maniac difficulty. He hits like a truck, but we're going to try our best to dodge as much as possible. So right away we dash in, use our cap closer to deal this big damage. And again, non-stop aggression, this is what Lancelot is good at. And right there we're able to dodge out of the way using our triangle attack. And we can also use our triangle attack to get up close. And use our skill for mobility, and we haven't stopped dealing damage since. Right there I saw that he was about to use that attack to hit me with the ground, so I used the turbulence to dodge out of the way while still dealing damage, and we were able to maintain our attack. So right now he's doing that attack, so all we gotta do is dodge. Cagliostro goes down, that's fine. Okay, let's go back into it, dealing damage. Nice, we broke one of the arms. And let's keep it up. We dodge, and we still deal damage. So let's buff ourselves up, we get a break, keep on dealing damage, non-stop. And just look at that crazy damage, we dodge that as well. He's running away, but we can very quickly close the gap. Dodge that. Alright, now he's slowed, it's the perfect time to attack. Get a break as well. Nice, we dodged that as well. And let's initiate our Skybound art. Going to be dealing massive damage. Now it's Vane's turn. Time for Cagliostro. And Percival will be finishing that off. Fantastic burst of damage. He goes into overdrive, but he is pretty much dead. We dodge that. Nice. He's almost dead. Let's go ahead and buff ourselves up. Dash right away. Focus on dealing damage. Use the blade dance as gap closer. Link attack. And now that we have link time, he's going to die. There we go. So as you saw, a very smooth quest. We're able to keep on dodging attacks while dealing incredible amounts of damage. And now let's see if we get something good out of this. We did not break all of the parts, and so we do not get S++, but hopefully that was a very good showcase of just how powerful Lancelot is, even despite not being entirely optimized. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this build showcase, and if you want to see more like this, please subscribe to the channel and let me know which other character I should cover next. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Dark Hero, and as always, happy hunting!